Hey guys, so today I want to show you how to take flour and turn that into a solventless concentrate that you can put into an edible and actually consume without smoking at all. Stay tuned. So our first step is going to be go ahead and press this flour and turn it into rosin. Get some gloves on here so keep everything clean. Okay. Today we're going to use 3.5 gram bags, the 120 micron. This flour is still pretty decently moist, not too dry, so we'll go ahead and use a 120 bag. Okay. And of course, we always use our bags ball textile, so I'm gonna go ahead and invert the corners here and get this bag set up. The everything tool makes it really easy to get in that corner. So we have our bag pack ball textile, and our machine is almost set up, ready to go. For this press here, I'm gonna go a little bit harder. Normally we do a little lighter pressure to get a little lighter product for smoking, but since it's going to be an edible product and it's going to be decarbed anyway, I think we can get a little bit more yield if we go a little higher in the pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to 750, and that'll be our new target material PSI. And our bag size is set for 3.5 grams, and we're going to go for 2 minutes. Go ahead and put our parchment in here. All right. Oh, that changed somehow. So now we have our rosin, and in this form here, it's mostly still THCA. So great for dabbing, if you're gonna vaporize this or heat this up in any way, that's gonna activate it. But if you wanna eat it, really the best way to consume it is to go ahead and decarb it fully, and that's gonna activate, it's gonna remove that A molecule and make it THC instead of THCA. And for our purposes, we use something called a decarb capsule. So basically this is a aluminum capsule that has a silicone jar in the middle, and this goes between the plates and heats up to an exact temperature and allows for a quick, even decarb process. So it's as simple as taking your rosin and placing it inside the silicone jar. They're very bendable, so you can really grab it and kind of get it off of there pretty easily. And obviously, depending on your consistency of your rosin, it may be easier or harder to get this out. If need be, you can always either get your rosin really cold and it'll be more movable, or you may be able to heat it up. But usually the cold works pretty good for a lot of sappy strains if you have a really sappy one that won't come off, that sort of thing. And don't worry about getting in the bottom. I mean, honestly, it'll melt into this capsule anyway, so that's okay. So go ahead and seal this up. And then we're gonna go ahead and prepare our machine here. So now on our machine, we're gonna go ahead and change our settings over. So for pressing, we press at 207, and it was only for about 2 minutes as well. We didn't have it very long. Part of the decarb process takes about 25 minutes, having it at that temperature for a full 240 degrees for 25 minutes. Without that, you may get some residual decarbing just from the surface, but it's really not gonna be a fully decarb product. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to our decarb screen here and go ahead and set our temperature. So we'll go for 240. And we'll do 25 minutes. So this is heating up now. This will turn green when it's ready to go. It really is important that you go the full duration of the 25 minutes too, because as you're baking a cake, right, at 350, the inside of that cake is not going to be 350. It'll be much cooler. So it takes a long time for it to get the heat to get all the way through. So we want to make sure that the heat is evenly distributed through our entire rosin and fully cooked, basically is the best way to put that. So now our machine's up to 240 and it's ready to go. And with the IQ, this is a really simple process. We're going to take the decarb inner capsule there, make sure it's sealed up good. Put the 2 halves on there. We like to put a bit of parchment in here. It makes it easier to grab it back out because this will be very hot obviously when it's done, so it just makes it easier to get that capsule back out and doesn't scratch at the plates, that sort of thing. And as soon as it's in the plates and ready to go, you just push the start button. So at this point, when the plates have already come apart, the temperature is safe to grab. Still have to use the parchment paper just to kind of keep it intact there. You want to be mindful, it might be a little bit warm still. You might use oven mitts if it's too warm. Just kind of grab it out all at once and lay it down. Most importantly, you don't want to disturb what's in there because the rosin at this point is melted, so it's not going to be the same kind of solid it was originally. You see there's still a little pressure here. If we open this up, you can see that the rosin is darkened in color quite a bit, and it's also melted. It's also changed state a little bit. If you can see how the color is darkened quite a bit through the decarb process, it's also changed state. It's not as solid anymore. It's definitely more liquidy. You can definitely get it collected easier if you put it back in the freezer and let it freeze up a little bit. It's definitely a different consistency now that it's decarb. But this is ready to put into any edible, infused with fat. It's already ready to go. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that tutorial. We have a lot more on our channel, check it out, and a lot more coming too. So stay tuned, make sure you have that notification turned on and ring that bell. Thanks guys.